Hello everyone, this is your host Nathan D'Andrade, and today I am joined here by
Alexa,
Eve,
on the Morning Talks with the Ramcast.
Episode 2.
Episode 2, that's right.
So, what's the most boring sport, guys?
Tennis.
You loser.
Oh, sorry. Volleyball.
I was waiting. Wow. It's actually really not that boring.
It's not. I play volleyball.
When?
I like volleyball.
All the time.
No, that's like a
in
special sport or a team. Well, I mean, yeah.
Like middle school? Or?
No, I just play volleyball a lot. Like a lot.
What about you, Eve?
No.
Probably have to agree with tennis because I don't know golf.
Oh my god, golf.
Golf is not a sport. You can't do that.
I mean, it's fun to do, but it just like, I don't know how people sit there and
How do you
watch
sit
on
there
TV.
and watch golf?
Yeah.
You're just like, wow.
I mean, we can ask Mr. Lowe, because I know Mr. Lowe loves golf on his free time. But that, or like track or like cross country, like how do you enjoy running?
Yeah. Well, I can, like, with the
I mean, I guess, like,
Olympics,
if you're
I can see,
good
like,
at it, but
track.
It's like it's
I'm
easy.
like-
You're just moving. You do it normally.
Would you want to go run forever? Because I can't run forever. I can't. Like, I don't see how that's like joyful.
Just, yes, let's
Like,
run.
Yeah, like
All the time.
what sports do you guys do? I just run. Like
Running. It's great.
it's not fun to me.
Some other boring sports. We got like soccer. Our soccer team went like 1-0 apparently.
They're trying. It's their first game of the season.
Just
Okay.
like last year when I went to go record
Good things
baseball.
take time. Good luck. It's okay.
Good things. Wow.
Hey, look. Some of these
Beach
people probably
volleyball
have.
can be boring.
No, beach is so much fun.
Watching it,
I love
though, it can be
beach.
boring.
It depends on who you're watching play. 'Cause, I mean, if you're watching people that aren't good at it, but like if you're like if you're watching two teams play each other that like are actually decent, it's really entertaining to watch. Because it's fun to do all like the cheap shots that annoy people. It's great.
You guys
What is
believe in
wrong
ghosts?
with you?
Don't worry about it. Okay, well, besides that topic, do you guys believe in ghosts?
Yeah. Do you not?
No.
You don't?
Well,
Explain to me why you don't.
Okay, well, it's just like sure, like ghosts can exist.
But you've never had like
encountered that.
any
Yeah, exactly.
encounter. How about you?
Yes and no.
All right.
I try not to think about it because I'm not trying to have
All I'm
something
trying to say
happen.
is I'm just gonna be looking at the corner of my room one day and he gonna be scared. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well,
I'm gonna be terrified.
no, I literally am terrified. My parents are going out of town this weekend. I'm terrified to stay home alone, so I'm staying at my friend's house.
The trick is to make it think that you can see it.
What? Yeah, just
I see you now.
yeah.
Oh, and I do.
No, literally, like growing up in my old house, my sisters and I, all three of us, would hear like somebody screaming our names. So we would like, and we just like, me and one of my sisters shared a room, and the other one was literally the door next to us. And at the same time, all three of us would come out of the doors and be like, "Did you guys hear that?" And it would be the middle of the night. So we would go over to like our loft that overlooked our living room. Our parents weren't down there. Like they were dead asleep. Like we would go into their room and they were like dead asleep. And then we had a keyboard up there in the loft, like for like a computer, and it would just type. Like literally, like you would hear like the clicking of somebody just sitting there like typing.
That's
But
where I
there's
leave.
nobody there.
Nah, you see,
There's nobody
if
there.
that were me, I'm going straight back into my room. I already know about the demons, what I gotta do to keep them out, closing, locking my door, and I'm not answering them.
But like you haven't felt like you're standing there and like there's like something over your shoulder. Like you just like the energy change. You haven't felt that.
Oh no! I do that. There's, like, I'm pretty sure everybody goes through this, but like when you wake up in the middle of the night at like 3 o'clock in the morning,
Sleep paralysis?
Obviously that's another thing people go through. But like you look to the corner of your room and you think you see something.
It's like your
But then
clothes
it's like
piled.
your clothes just piled up.
But
You're like, oh no, there's a scary man, and you turn the light on, and it's like, actually, that's just my
But you don't
clothes
make any
there.
noise. You just stare at it for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, because it's terrifying. Because
And then
you
you
like,
Stare at it. You're just sitting there, like, not moving. You're just like,
You're like,
to die right
please.
now? What?
yeah.
And then you finally get up the nerve to turn on your light, and then you're like, I've been there for an hour trying to figure out what this is. Because, like, if you have a pile of clothes in your room or something like that, you don't remember it when you wake up in the middle of the night. So then it's like, you wake up in the middle of the night and you're like, what is that? I didn't put anything there.
No, my cat, like, does, like, the calling meow in the middle of the night, but it echoes in my house. But in the middle of the night, that, like, terrifies me. So when I hear her, she's like, that meow, I'm like, no, stop it. Go away.
Oh, actually,
That scares me.
kill you.
Well, because, like, it makes me think of, like, the skinwalker stuff.
Well, that's what I'm
That
saying.
terrifies me, because I'm, like, waiting. Because, like, I don't want to open my door and her come in, and all of a sudden it's a skinwalker that's coming to
So
kill
I remember
me.
in, like, it was 7th grade when, like, the whole Momo thing happened. Oh, my God. So my cat was scratching my door, and I thought it was my cat, but I was like, I swear I'm going to open that door, and it's going to be that thing.
The thing.
The thing.
The thing.
I'm so
See,
scared
the thing
of that
is, with me, experiences like that were weird. Like, it'll just be times that, like, my cat will be meowing in the middle of the night, but I'll go over there and my cat's not meowing. See, that's where I leave, because
That's
at
where
that point, I no longer care. I know what's
Why
happening.
is it just cats?
I don't know.
Because
But no.
dogs, they
Oh my
don't
God.
got the brain power to be kept up by a skinwalker.
My best friend's dog. So she has, like, in her room, she has, like, a bigger closet, but then it has a small door that goes to the attic. And she had, like, a couch that would, like, unfold, so I would sleep on that. And it was right next to the closet. And there was one time that her dog, like, jumped up onto the couch thing with me. And this is the door, and he just had his face in the door, in the corner
My
of it. Just,
animals
like, because
will
it met
always
at the corner
stare
of
at the
her wall,
walls.
and just literally stood there and just stared into the corner. And we were like, Wesley, what's wrong? And he, like, you would, like, shake him, and he wouldn't move.
My
Like, he would
animals do that. They'll just stand there and just stare at the wall. They'll just,
Yeah. And then
they're like,
in her house too,
Nah, you get
like,
rid of that.
there was another time that I was sitting in her living room, and the rest of her family was going, like, they were outside talking because their aunt and uncle live 2 doors down. So they were all talking, but I don't know them. So I was sitting inside, and it sounds like somebody is, like, running down the stairs. So it's like the thud, like, do-do-do-do-do, like somebody's running down the stairs. And I thought her brother was still in the house. So I, like, waited, and then, like, 5 minutes later, they all came in. Like, even the dog was outside. And I was sitting in the living room, and they all just, like, all 5 of them came in with the dog, and I was like, wait, you weren't inside? And they're like, no, why? And I was like, because it definitely was, like, somebody, like, running up and down the stairs. And her brother was like, oh my God, I heard that too. Like, I've heard that before. But they all were outside. And I was like, okay.
so
Time
guess
to
you're
leave.
not going to sleep
I was
tonight.
like, time to leave. But, yeah. So, the new Spider-Man No Way Home trailer came out today.
Oh dear.
How do you feel about that?
I'm going to feel worse if Tobey Maguire doesn't show up. Just like 4 of his villains did.
They all better show up.
Bro,
Yeah.
But I don't believe the one who was falling.
Oh,
Trying
no.
to catch MJ in that, like, the end scene of the trailer is anyone but Tom Holland.
How do you think the 2 actors felt after they had to kiss in that scene?
I don't know. I mean, I saw, like,
What do you mean?
speculate, or, like,
how do you think they felt afterwards?
there's a
Tom Holland
picture.
and Zendaya?
Yeah,
There's
they're
a
like,
picture.
Oh, they're
business.
together.
Yeah, I would say they're together. I'm pretty
They're
sure.
together.
Oh, I did not know that.
I would say there's a picture of them, like, paparazzi in a
Oh,
car
that's
thing.
crazy.
Oh my God, have you seen the videos of, like, talking about Tom Holland? And it's, like, him just predicting what he's been doing. They're like, oh, like, if you could play any character, like, what would you play in like, 10 years? And he's like, I don't know, probably Spider-Man. And they're like, oh, who's your first celebrity crush? And he's like, oh, I think Zendaya. Like, just manifesting his whole future.
That's not fair. You see, my first celebrity crush. Okay, I don't think I'd want to be with him anymore.
Mr. Harry Edward Styles.
No, it was Kendall from Big Time
Oh
Rush.
my god.
Oh.
Yes.
And then it was Louis Tomlinson. That's it.
Harry Styles.
I didn't like Harry.
Harry is my favorite, has been, always will be.
At first, I didn't like Harry. It's Harry and Niall I didn't like.
Those are my two favorite.
And
How about you? Who's your favorite member of One Direction?
I don't like people.
That's actually, you have to pick one.
Harry, Niall, Liam, Zayn, Louis.
Oh my god, I could recite the whole best song ever intro, the whole 2 minutes.
Please don't.
So I said to
Please don't.
I'm not going to.
Oh, I'm doing it in my head.
Angelina, I want to. I really, really want to. But what about Brad? Brad's like a son to me. You're a good man. I know.
Same with the Steal My Girl one. I love that one.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
Well, it looks like we are out of time for today. So
Then yeah,
remember, be responsible, be respectful, be engaged, be the change.
and as always,
Go Rams!